Mommy. I'm way too young to be your mother. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to transform yourself into Morrigan from the Dragon Age series. So if you are a fan of Dragon Age, or if you're just in general new to cosplay, or maybe even planning to cosplay Morrigan yourself, then stick around for this video as I'll be showing and teaching you guys how I do my makeup to turn myself into this character. As well, later on in the video, I'll be doing a full costume breakdown for you guys. Before we get started, I do have one question I need you guys to answer. When exactly did you all get into Dragon Age, and what was the first one you ever played? For me, the first game I ever played was actually Dragon Age 2, and then I went back and I played Dragon Age Origins, and then so on and so forth. I have not played Veilguard because I am not really in the Dragon Age fandom anymore. However, that is something that maybe eventually I'll get around to playing. If you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. My name is Star, otherwise I'm just simply known as Lady Dead Rabbit here on the internet. I'm a professional full-time cosplayer, and here on my YouTube channel, I mostly focus on cosplay tutorials and cosplay-related topics. Before we delve into Morrigan's character design, let's get to know this character a little bit better. Morrigan is a mage and one of the main companions, most notably in the first BioWare Dragon Age game. She is both a powerful and complex dark sorceress. She's not only known for her extensive knowledge in magical arts, but also known for her sassy, witty, and kind of flirtatious personality. Morrigan's first appearance is within Dragon Age Origins, and then she even has a DLC that's pretty much about her, known as The Witch Hunt. She is a romance option and a main companion within the first Dragon Age storyline. She also makes her appearance within Dragon Age Inquisition, and more recently she's also made her appearance within Dragon Age Veilguard. Now, I personally have not played Veilguard. I kind of dropped out of the Dragon Age community. But for the most part, Morrigan's appearance doesn't really change all that much, at least within the first two games. At least within the first and the third game. As you can see here, Morrigan has jet black hair that is typically pulled up into some sort of bun in the back. She has incredibly yellow eyes, and she has, in my opinion, one of the coolest costume designs within the whole series. Morrigan is typically drawn to be wearing this incredibly gorgeous, large golden necklace that has a bead of pearls string to it. She's also wearing what appears to be kind of like a bikini top, this deep red sort of shawl around her torso and her shoulders. On her left arm, she has a full arm sleeves with some bracelets, as well as this sort of decorative feather that she has pinned. While on the right arm, she has an upper armband, a glove with as well as some bracelets attached. Morrigan is wearing some sort of tattered pants, as well as this really interesting belt-like skirt, and about some Catholic dark brown pointed shoes. Stick around towards the end of the video as I'll break down how I personally put my own Morrigan cosplay together, but let's go ahead and delve right into her actual makeup. Morrigan is incredibly pale, so for this makeup look, unless you have a naturally fair complexion like myself, I recommend going for some sort of concealer or foundation that is just a little bit lighter than your natural pigment. She also has a couple different moles speckled across her face, at least within the Dragon Age Inquisition design, which for this tutorial is the design that I decided to base my own makeup off of. She has very dark, thin, incredibly arched eyebrows with very, very smoky eyeshadow makeup. To me, it looks like her eyeshadow makeup is this sort of deep red, or this sort of reddish brown, almost kind of burgundy color. Now, I personally don't think she's wearing any sort of winged eyeliner, but to me it definitely looks like she's wearing mascara. And despite her incredibly pale complexion, it does look like she is wearing some kind of blush on the apples of her cheeks. Besides that, she's wearing this deep, dark shade of red lipstick. Now that we have a full understanding of how we want to do Morrigan's makeup, let's go ahead and tackle it. Alas, ladies and gentlemen, I do not have naturally yellow eyes. So for this, I'm gonna go ahead and put in my contacts. I say any yellow pair of contact lenses should work just fine for Morgan, but if you want to know the exact pair that I'm using, I will have them linked down below. Jumping right into the fine details of things, I'm going to go ahead and with a brow pencil, a brown brow pencil, I'm going to go ahead and add the little moles that Morgan has across her face. Tap away any excess. With a cool shade of concealer, I'm just going to be contouring my nose. And I'm just going to blend that out. Now I'm just going to add some blush to the apples of my cheek. With contouring done, it's now time to highlight. I am going to be highlighting all over my forehead, the tops of my cheeks, as well as my nose, my cupid's bow, and my chin. And now I'm going to go in and draw out my eyebrows. For this, I'm just using an angled brush, and then I am using black face paint by Wet n Wild. Now in a reddish brown eyeshadow from the palette Nude Magical by Langmani, I'm just going to be spreading that shade all over my eyelids. Brush off any excess. With the black pencil liner, I'm just going to be darkening my waterline. Time for the mascara. In the color Double Shot by Maybelline New York, I'm just going to be coloring in my lips. Okay, and there we have it. That is the full makeup for Morgan from Dragon Age. This is absolutely one of my favorite characters in this entire franchise. I love Morgan so much, and it is truly such a shame that there just aren't more cosplay tutorials for this character out there, especially considering how popular she actually is. Before we end things off with this video, I'm going to very quickly run through with you guys and explain how I put this cosplay together. Pretty much any black wig with bangs will do for Morgan, but I will have the one that I personally use linked down in the description below. These contacts came from Unico, but I think that honestly pretty much any yellow contact lenses will work for this character. Regardless, I will have these lenses linked down below for you guys as well. The gold necklace I'm wearing here is actually thrifted, and this bottom gold necklace is actually a tiara that came from my alternate Tris Marigold costume. But honestly, I think pretty much any big, heavy gold necklace will work for this character, unless of course you want to try and make it yourself out of EVA foam. For the top portion of Morgan's outfit, I am just wearing a black bra. This is a push-up bra, and I will have the bra linked down. And I will have the bra linked down below for you guys. The velvet red shirt I'm wearing actually just came off Amazon. I will of course have it linked down below for you guys. The feather that I'm wearing actually came from a hat that I just have right here on my arm piece. To explain the arm piece, this is actually a belt that I have just wrapped around my arm. This is just an arm sleeve. You can pretty much get these anywhere. I am wearing some Celtic looking bracelets. but those are just from Amazon. I would say either a black or like a dark brown glove will work just fine for this character. For the armband here, this actually came from my Siri cosplay. I think pretty much any sort of dark pants will work for this version of Morgan's outfit. The iconic belt skirt that Morgan wears, I actually made. I made it by using a little bit of some pleather that I just sewed onto a belt that loops around and attaches around my waist. For the extra little belt straps here, these actually aren't belts, these are just leftover pieces of the same kind of leather that I just painted the ends to kind of look like belts. Pretty much any sort of combat looking boots will work for this character, but these are the shoes that I've been wearing for this cosplay here lately. I got them off Amazon. They are just some pointed heel dark brown boots, which I'll go ahead and link down below for you guys as well. But that is gonna do it for today's tutorial. I do hope you guys found this useful. If you enjoyed this, please like and comment to help support this channel. If you want to check out more of my content and maybe even see my videos an entire week before they come out, you can find my Patreon links down in the description below. Subscribe for more cosplay and cosplay related videos, and without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and head out of here. Bye-bye!